Alrighty, hey guys, this is our first May challenge check-in for the month. Has everybody here their before photos to their coach? If you haven't, you should. So, if you haven't, if you look through the new, like the welcome thing that we send out to everybody, it shows you how to take before pictures. If you don't know how, pretty much I just recommend like a plainer background. And then just what I do, I don't have anybody that takes my pictures, so I just like prop my phone up on something, and I'll either like set the timer on selfie mode and just like do my pictures, my different poses, front, side, and back, so I can tell all the differences. And then another way that I've done it before is I've just taken a video and just like screenshotted throughout afterwards. So either one will work fine. If you choose to use a scale, great, that's fine. Just don't use it as your only source of measuring your progress throughout. That's the only thing I ask from people that are going to use a scale. And then as far as other ways to measure, I love to use like a measuring tape to track my inches. Because the thing about the scale, and it's not that the scale is bad, it is one way to measure. But it's effectively just measuring like how gravity is working against us, and it doesn't show any of the physiological changes. It doesn't show your body fat percentage. Well, some of them do, but it doesn't show your body fat. It doesn't show how much muscle you've gained. It doesn't show like inches lost here and inches gained here. So, like take it for what it is, as just like one source of measuring your progress. I know for me, whenever I start a challenge and I need to go through my crap and find this, I like to find something that is maybe a little bit tight or that I like just cannot fit into at all. And I'll use something like that as a source of, or like a way for me to measure my progress throughout it too. Cause it's really fun to have those jeans that are like kind of like close to buttoning, and then you get to the end of your challenge and you're like, not only do they button, but like I can breathe in them too. Like I don't have to lay on the bed to button them. So it's just a fun way to keep track of it. If you do that, you can share it with the group, you can share it with your coach, and do whatever. We want to celebrate you guys and keep you on track there. Kayla, I see you on, I don't know if you're here. Maybe. I don't think so. Okay, let me see here. All right. Reminder about your photos. Okay, so what we also wanted to talk to you guys was about leading into your actual plan of action. There are several ways to set yourself up for success, and consequently, oh, that's okay, Kayla. She said the kids are having a hard time. That's totally fine. I'll take it. Anyway, so consequently, there are a lot of ways to set yourself up for failure. And I use the term failure loosely because if you're trying, you're at least showing up. I wouldn't actually call that a failure ever. I think if I were to deem myself like a failure in any factor, it would be like if I completely abandoned any will to do anything and make any changes and giving up on myself. But I know that every single person on this call is not doing that because you guys are here. There's some people that are going to be catching the replay and they're making, the effort. So there's effort wanted towards change. So one way that you guys can set yourself up for success is meal planning. As far as going through your weeks, if you're following a meal plan, I would assume that you are. If you're doing a program, I know I'm going to follow the 21 Day Fix meal plan. And I'm going through and I plan like a week at a time, do a couple of different meals. If you guys need help, reach out to your coach. But that's one way to do it. Another way is meal prepping. I'm not a huge meal prepper. I just don't like leftovers. So, but I do put things in like bags. So if I'm going to get together like some, carrots and hummus, that's like one of my favorite snacks throughout the week, or cucumbers and hummus, like I can pre-slice those and pre-bag those so I can just grab them and go. For me, setting myself up with convenience is the easiest way for me to stay on track, because the thing that puts me off track the most is inconvenience. When I wait too long to cook, when I don't plan ahead, when I get to the end of the day and I'm like, oh, I've had a beach bar and it's 9:30 at night, because I'm one of those people, I let myself get very busy. If I'm not making a conscious effort towards staying on track with my meal plan, then I'll do that. And then I get home and it's 9:30 at night. And then all of a sudden my only option, because I didn't plan ahead and go to the store, is to order in food. And even if I'm ordering like healthier food, like the Korean cauliflower or whatever I got from Cheesecake Factory the other day, I still don't know what they're putting in my food. And it's probably chock full of sodium and all this stuff that I'm trying to avoid, which is why I'm eating clean. So, meal prepping, meal planning where you can. Some people love to cook their meals ahead. Kayla put a file in the group earlier. If you guys can raise your hands if you saw it, she was talking about ways to meal prep and like set yourself up for success. You guys see it? Okay. If you didn't see it, feel free to just pop in the group and look at it. I don't think, Kayla, did you upload it as a photo or a file? A photo? Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so you guys will be able to just scroll through the feed, but I can pop on here and read you guys off examples as well. I know that one of her favorite things to do is to crock pot all the chicken. That's one thing that she has preached. She has done it for years. It has obviously worked for her. She has recipes too. One of her recipes that we can share in the group is her crock pot buffalo chicken. And there are so many people that get their hands on their recipe. It's so easy, and she uses it all the time. You're fine, Kayla. I can't do files from my phone either. Let's see. She gave 5 other ones. Keep it simple. Simplicity is key, guys. Stick to let me start backwards. The nice thing about this meal plan is that you really can enjoy all of the things that you love. Some things in moderation. I love cupcakes, but I don't eat them every night because I've got goals. One a treat every once in a while is not a big deal, but at the end of the day, we're focusing on this challenge. We've got goals that we want to crush. This is why we signed up to do this. That being said, if you love certain things throughout your day, like the chicken or the carrots and hummus or whatever, like don't overthink your meal plan. Whenever it comes to the containers, I think some people struggle with, I know I struggled in the beginning for sure with overcomplicating it. It's just portion recommendations for your day. Like you can still do all the things that you love. You don't have to spend 6 hours measuring out perfectly everything. Like just enjoy the things that you love and understand what portions they fall into. Of course, we're here to help you guys. Aim to prep 1 meal a week. Breakfasts or lunches are really easy. Dinners, a lot of people don't prep their dinner because they like to cook with their spouses, their kids, or by themselves. I don't ever prep dinner. One thing that I will do, even though I'm not like a prepper, is for breakfast, if I'm going to eat breakfast, which I do on plan, I'll like hard boil my eggs ahead of time. Or at least I'll like get the ingredients together so I can throw it together in the morning. I make sure I have all the stuff that I need for my shakes. Lunches, like prepping all the chicken and all of that, getting all of those. They have the cheap containers that you guys can get on Amazon or places like Kroger too, where you have your meals where you just, if you work the 9 to 5, you can just, reach in your fridge, grab it and go. Setting yourself up for success. Prep your snacks, like what I talked about, separating your carrots into bags, chips into bags, all of that. Slice up. So this one, she's talking about slicing up fruit and placing it in the freezer for smoothies. This was like one of my biggest fails when I started. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I didn't eat a bunch of fruit before getting on the meal plan. And I had had myself convinced that it was just translating to sugar in my body, so why would I eat it? But that's not how it works, and I'm glad that I educated myself further. But when I started buying all this fruit, I'm like, 1, fruit is freaking expensive, and B, I'm not using it before it goes bad. So for things that I use in my shakes, like bananas, make sure you peel those ahead of time. I made that mistake too. But you guys can separate all of your stuff and freeze it in bags so it's ready to go. Bananas, if you don't peel them before you freeze them, it is a total pain in the ass to sit there sawing off the banana peel and hoping that you got it all, and it's super gross if you don't. So learn from me. I am not the chef coach. So, of course, crock pot all the chicken, we talked about that, and then boiling your eggs. That was another one. You can place them in containers or Ziploc bags. For me, if you guys have an Instapot, that is my new favorite way to cook hard-boiled eggs. If you do the, let's see, I think I might even like click eggs, and you just do it for, you put like a little bit of water in the bottom, and I just cook them for 4 minutes. It's like the perfect medium boil. And then I let it sit there for like 3 minutes. And then I do like the instant release and let them cool down. They also don't like pull apart in chunks when I try to pull the shell off too. They peel really easily. Oh yeah, Stacy, what's the recipe for air fryer ones? I saw somebody post about that. Was it like $250 for 14 minutes? Who did I see do that? Maybe Lori. Let's see. We're gonna get an air fryer recipe here in a second.
I use the Instant Pot.
You do, Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put it on manual for 6 minutes, I think, with the little trivet at the bottom with the water, like you said, and then go on. I haven't tried my air fryer, so.
Yeah. Stacey, you can unmute yourself if you want to.
Yeah, I find all my recipes on Pinterest for my air fryer. It's amazing.
Do you
I love
remember what it is for the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs?
I haven't actually tried eggs yet, but.
Oh, I thought, okay. Yes, air fryers are
sorry.
amazing. I thought you were referring to eggs. I was like, but do you know the recipe? So they are so amazing. I've got a recipe which every Sunday we're going to start like a post where you guys can share recipes that you love, because sharing is caring, and I can't cook. So
I can add everybody to the air fryer page on Facebook, or whoever wants to, that has an air fryer. If you want, it's a specific page and they post every day all kinds of goodness. So
yeah, that's awesome. I know that my mom has used a recipe before where we like literally cook the entire chicken in the air fryer. It's like 25 minutes, and it is amazing.
I did kebabs the other day, and it was 20 minutes, and they were wonderful.
Yes, so good, so good. Let's see. Oh, burgers. Oh my gosh, you guys are giving me all the ideas. I cannot wait to hear them on some of these posts, because I'm making an effort to try to learn to cook. I'm gonna try to teach me some new tricks, and see where that goes. So, does anybody have any questions heading into the week? You know, we want to set you guys up for success, so feel free to pick our brains. If you don't have a program decided, we can help you with that too.
I don't really have a question, but I just have like something that I popped in my brain to add for everybody. Yeah. One thing, I'm starting 21-day refresh. I don't think it's reset. I think it's refresh, but I could have that wrong. It's not the 3-day one. Yes, ultimate reset. I'm starting that here soon. I'm just waiting for my shipment to come in a few days. When you were talking about taking the before and after pictures, that's obviously something that I'm going to do. But another thing I'm going to do is take pictures of my skin. So I suffer with acne and then also like eczema. I've been told it's psoriasis, and I've been told it's eczema. So, you know, only Jesus knows. But I'm just basically going to take pictures of just like my skin. And then also like your neckline's a really good picture to take as well, because a lot can change in 20-30 days between acne, rough spots on your skin, the way that maybe your neckline might look. Those are kind of riveting, especially for women to notice, because it's just like, who doesn't want that glow? You know, who doesn't want that clarity? So
yeah, well, everybody looks in the mirror every morning. Every woman does it, and we all, you know, our natural thing is to like pick apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
I did. That's so true. I'm so glad that you're doing that, because Maybe, gosh, when I like first started my journey, so it was like August 2017 or September, I guess it would have been. And I did like a 30-day water challenge where like all I drank was water.
Uh-huh.
My skin has never looked so amazing. It's what turned me on to like, I drink water like a fish.
Mm-hmm.
But it's incredible the way that food and what we put in it affects
Mm-hmm.
how we look on the outside. It doesn't just affect, how we feel and our mentality and all of that too.
Exactly.
That glow and make you like look leaner and
yeah,
I love that. Yes, that's one of my favorite things to do is like a face-to-face comparison.
Yeah.
I go through things and
yeah. And even for the ladies who may not be ready yet to share a full body picture of, loose skin or a bloated tummy or, just for anybody that's just kind of like, I want to share, but I'm just not ready to share all that just yet.
Yes.
Something simple with just like maybe a blemish on your skin. Like after 20 days, look at how clear my skin is and, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it just might help somebody. So
yes, absolutely. Yes. I love it, Kelly. You're so right. And you've hit the nail on the head. Part of this process is like for, like me and Kayla, you guys know that we're vulnerable and we put ourselves out there and, we're on a mission to help empower women, but it all starts with baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
We are definitely not asking anybody to do what, things that are super, making them feel uncomfortable. So I love those little ways to measure your progress because all of those baby steps, it's not always about moving a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we'll start a journey or, set a goal for ourselves and we look at it as this mountain that we have to move. Well, it's really hard to move a mountain as one person. It's easy to tear each other, ourselves down. We look as failures if we fall, all of this stuff. But what we fail to recognize is that we are able to build our own mountains and move our own mountains with little pebbles of success.
Mm-hmm.
All of those little pebbles of success, noticing changes in your skin and your face and something fits better. And, I've normally drink a Monster every morning and I haven't had a Monster all week or, stuff like that. Those little pebbles of success are setting you up for so much long-term. And it's so much better than conquering 21 days and then just like letting it go to hell because you're restricting yourself. Like that is the kind of stuff that we're wanting to instill in you guys in this group. So love it. Monica asked if we can do a thread for recipes and gadgets. Absolutely. We can plan on putting that up tomorrow. So we can just, sharing is caring, all the knowledge, all the things. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions? I don't want to take too long on here. No? You guys excited for Monday? Yeah? Yay. Awesome. Cool. If nobody has any questions, then I'll go ahead and let you guys get back to the rest of your night. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I do want to recap though real quick how the May Challenge is working. So as you guys know, the May Challenge is the winner will get it'll be like based off a random drawing. But it is for a $50 Fabletics gift card, which is an entire outfit, which is pretty awesome. All of their stuff is really amazing. They have all sorts of sizes. All of their stuff, in my opinion, is extremely durable. I know that my legs have rubbed together, I think probably since I was like 2 months old. And so I've got a lot of hands-on experience with like the really crappy leggings that make you look like a busted can of biscuits after like 3 weeks. Where you're like, oh, cool, hole in my thigh, nice. So I've never had that issue with Fabletics, ever. So, and then the one time that I did have a problem with, they just like sent me something and I think there's like the stitching was loose and they sent me like a new pair of leggings, like for free. Their customer service is awesome. So Fabletics is great. And then we will send you a personal development book that we think is going to really speak to you and help you on your journey. So you guys get entries based off of your weekly check-ins. So make sure that you are checking in with your coach every single week. What we'll do like weekly progress photos and we're here to help you where we can. So yes, Shelby said fat bottom girls make the rockin' world go round. Heck yes, girl. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a fantastic what's left of your weekend, and we are going to rock May out. Love you guys the most. And I'll talk to you soon.